Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Against the Storm here on your professional walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. On the previous episode, I was able to successfully complete the Rula, or however you pronounce this settlement, which was in the highly acidic region. So either trying to grow crops was impossible, or getting refunds for demolishing buildings was impossible, which eventually led to bottlenecks where I actually did not have enough parts in order to keep building additional buildings, which sucked. Now, I'm quite sure we might be able to do just one more settlement before we're gonna have to re-roll the storm and things are going to change again. But my hopes are that at least with these settlements and more of this area exposed, even after the storm, this region might hopefully still be revealed, so we can start working closer towards these question marks. Now, when it comes to our actual upgrades, I am fortunate enough to actually successfully complete that scenario because we came out of it with a crap ton of machinery, and the machinery will be essential in getting certain upgrades which will allow me to have like certain essential buildings. Like we will have access to the lizard home at the start, and I won't have to actually choose it when we get the points to unlock additional buildings. So that's something which I'm really looking forward to. Our capital is slowly being upgraded. We have received quite a lot of leads already as is, so I'm really thrilled. But unfortunately, we now need food stockpiles, and it would be awesome if I would be able to get some of the artifacts. So unfortunately, as it seems, we don't really have a choice here, and wherever we will try to venture out, we will only be able to get 42 food supplies if I will be successful to complete a scenario. Now, it seems like we will have either 8 lizards or 4 harpies and 5 beavers. These are the only 2 caravans which we currently have access to. Now, we do have modifiers. So for example, in this region, vegetation here mutates into unique strands. Each type of tree provides distinct bonus resources. That is why we see that, for example, we can get plant fiber, wood, crystallized dew, stone, or God knows what else out of the trees. And then there are the natural resources which will be able to be found in this region. Now, these jungles are quite tricky, so I'm not a huge fan. These woodlands would provide us with wood, resin, plant fiber, and eggs. And on top of it, what we can come across is clay, plant fiber, eggs, roots, berries, meat, mushrooms, veggies, sea marrow, and insect. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any proficient species in mining. That is unless we are actually getting stuff like coal or copper out of mines specifically, then beavers are good. But for basic stonecutter, nobody is highly proficient. As it comes to it, the harpies are proficient in collecting or processing fiber into cloth, and therefore creating apparel for the beavers and the humans. And the unfortunate thing is that I'm not really sure if I would go with lizards if in the additional rollout of species we would have access to beavers themselves. And because we have already unlocked the bonus where we have the guarantee for beaver homes, and beavers are the most proficient species in gathering woods or chopping down trees, and trees are always in your way when it comes to gaining access to the additional glades. I cannot see myself actually going just with 8 lizards. I mean, they can chop down the trees, but beavers are the best at that type of job. So this is the second region which we can consider, and then there is the third region where again it's the jungle type of terrain. So I'm not really sure what to do, but we can get length is reputation is required to win in this biome, and 14 impatient points, 70 experience points would be obtained. The caravans are not changing. Having the simple tools would be awesome, especially if we would come across cash. We have 20 parts, that does not change. We do have meat, so theoretically making jerky for the harpies. I'm not sure if it's now jerky or If it's the skewers which they consume, we cannot really see the details about the species outside of when we are actually in the biome building. So I know that harpies and lizards do have shared interests, and that's in the skewers and the fighting. So if we are able to provide those, we provide the beneficial points for them. And it's kind of interesting for me to determine where the hell to go. Unfortunately, in this direction, not that many question marks close by. If I would decide to go here, the benefit is not worth it because we would get maximum like 36 provisions, and I want to get the maximum out of this. So 42, I am really considering going in here just because it's the regular woodlands. So plenty of types of food. I think berries and roots can be used for pickled goods, but we of course require the production of barrels or pottery, so clay pots would be necessary. This will be quite interesting. I think I'll go here. Our caravan would have access to meat, to eggs, to wood, and so I think because there's no stone, I'll go with some stone, and we are low on wood, but we will be able to fix it thanks to having 5 beavers. I think I'll go with the vegetables can be obtained. Roots can be obtained, but it's questionable when, so I'll go with extra veggies and the stone, because we will be able to at least make bricks or potentially make stone road in order to speed up the speed of when the villagers are going across. So let's go venture out into that region and see if I will be able to actually achieve another victory. So we will be getting additional timber, so I'm really hoping that we will have access to lumberyard, so that we don't have the crude workshop which processes 8 pieces of wood into 2 planks. If we get the lumber mill, we will actually be able to produce the planks at much better proficiency. Clay or stone into bricks, that's awesome. Wood and clay into pottery. Clay is in this region. We already see the deposits in here, so I think the first thing which we will go with is the brickyard. Now, carpenter is the probably next thing, although it does use 5 wood instead of less. Copper bars or crystallized dew to be turned into simple tools would be nice. Smokehouse is for jerky. Barrels are so cooperage for barrels, training gear and cosmetics. And training gear will be important for our lovely harpies. Planks will be required here. Oil and pigment, or eggs and pigment, will be required for the cosmetics. Let's take a look at what actually our harpies share with the beavers. So they do share their love of biscuits, so preferably if we will be able to have farm established and grow grains, that would be awesome. And then education, so if we will be able to provide education and biscuits, those are shared amongst these 2 species. Question is, who's gonna be our 3rd species? Is it gonna be the humans, or will it be the lizards? So, because of the biscuits, it would be preferable for us to go in a way that would allow me to provide for them, but I hate all these options, so I will re-roll. Herbalist scan for herbs, berries, mushrooms. Explorer's Lodge provides education and the fighting, so the Explorer's Lodge seems like the perfect option here. And then there's small farm, forger's camp, lumber mill. Lumber mill is my preferred option because it only uses 3 wood to make planks, and we will be able to produce scrolls for the educational purpose. So small farm foragers camp is most proficient for lizards. Ranch is most proficient, I'm guessing, for lizards too, but this thing requires actually plant fiber or grain in order for you to produce the additional stuff. So unless you have plant fiber or grain, you can't really produce meat, leather, and the other stuff. So you're kind of screwed on that department. So good options. Let's take a look. We have the scavenger camp. Here we have the stone cutter. We're gonna need the wood cutter. We are quite surrounded here by the larger... Oh my god, I just totally spaced out and forgot the name of these glades. Glades, that's the word I'm looking for. Man, I think I will go with the lumber mill. Small farm will be great. Small farm will be great. I think I'll hold on to choosing the option for now. Let's do the basic stuff first. Let's do this. Okay, so we have a harpy to work on this. We will deselect the coal so it's not used as fuel, and we will go and build, because we have more beavers. I'm actually gonna start off by building 2 woodcutters lodges. They're gonna cut through here in order to gain access to 2 glades. And unfortunately here, there's not that much we can do besides like clearing out a crap ton of trees. Theoretically, the second woodcutters camp can be placed in here, and this can just be used to clear out all of this. Try to avoid going too close to the dangerous glade at the start, preferably. Beaver home will not be able to be constructed at the start. We'll put down... We have 9 population, right? 4 and 5. So preferably it would require 3 houses, because each of the basic shelters is able to house 3 people, or 3 beavers, or 3 harpies, or 3 lizards. And then you have to get these specialized houses, but for that you require planks, bricks, and so on and such. So this will deal with that. We can do the scavenger camp over here for the crap ton of roots. And will we be able to get anything besides roots and herbs? No, not really. And then there are the clay deposits. We will see. So let's unpause it, speed up the game, and let the construction begin. So we have some time before the drizzle is done and the storm will come. And after the storm, we will get the next round of settlers and so on and such. I'll employ 2 harpies over here. I think I'll employ this beaver here. I'll put 2 harpies to root collection. I'll leave 1 harpy left so that when we get this wood, we can actually have someone who is unemployed. And this pack of provisions is a great thing, because we're gonna get lots of people to join our cause over the time. The brickyard is gonna have to wait a little bit. But yeah, eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to build it. That is if we don't run out of these damn parts. What is this? A trading post. Yeah, I really need to start building trading post. And we will need to have 5 amber. So trading post is one of the most essential buildings. You don't actually require an employee to run it, but you do require some goods to be able to be exchanged. Unfortunately, as it currently stands, we absolutely do not have the space to build it, which sucks. So hopefully these routes are gonna get demolished and we'll be able to put the trading post in here. and hopefully we'll be able to resupply this wood. Wood can be used as a trading resource as well. Plant fiber will be at least accumulated, so by the time I will be building the crude workshop, which can turn the fabric into or the plant fiber into fabric, we will at least have some stockpile accumulated along with resin. Resin can be potentially used for stuff to be interacted with in these blades. You never know what you come across in these blades, and we have so far kind of avoided these super dangerous ones because I just don't know what is lurking in them. And this is like my first streak of 3 victories, one after another, so I kind of still don't feel cocky enough to be opening up these dangerous locations all willy-nilly and potentially lose these locations, because if you win, you get those food provisions which you require in order to get those upgrades in the capital. But if you fuck up, you get only a portion of it. And I do want to get the maximum out of these investments, because if I spend like hour point something in one village, then you better make sure that I get the most out of it. You know, like logic dictates that. So this is what we're doing right now. Everyone has at least bonus to their resolve when it comes to housing, but we're gonna have to make sure to provide them with those biscuits and the education. So I'm gonna have to make sure to get this building, the Explorer's Lodge, because it provides both with the education and also the brawling. But we're gonna need to be able to process those things in order to actually successfully provide them with that. I want to hold on to these things right now because still don't know what's gonna be demanded. Okay, so we have mushrooms. For mushrooms, we require a herbalist camp. We have access to herbalist camp. We don't. Let's see what's gonna be in the other glade. Theoretically, once these trees have been cleared out, we can move this woodcutter over here, gain access to this, or we can move this guy in here and try to clear out the access to these 2 glades. But I should theoretically take a look at these options. Okay, 35 wood, fairly easily. That's first thing done. We're removing the queen's bitchiness, and we're getting reputation, which gives us more options. Lizard home and 3 harpy home is quite shitty, and ancient tablet. We're gonna have to raid something in the more dangerous location, so I'm gonna hold on to this one for now. And hopefully once we clear out enough space, I will be able to build the damn trading post. Now we are getting the plant fiber, right? Yeah. I really think I want to try the ranch. But lumber mill is really essential because of the education. And it seems like I have somehow received a lizard. I have no idea how did this come to... Oh yeah, that's the thing where I get that villager. Receive 3 pack of provisions for every new villager. But where the hell did this lizard come from? I don't recall agreeing to this. Ah, crap. But okay. The thing is, if we would get the ranch, we will be able to produce jerky and hopefully skewers. So I think I'll go with the damn ranch. And the lizard home. Awesome. Clothier, that thing would be beneficial, especially if we would have access to the goddamn harpies. And leather would be theoretically able to be produced in the in the ranch. So, and scrolls are able to be produced here. Now pigment is gonna be a bitch to obtain unless we will have access to like insect or copper deposits, because that's what usually pigment is made out of. So I think I'll go with the clothier. or weaver, because here we would be able to employ harpies, get the fabric, but also make the training gear, and the training gear is what we require in order to fulfill the brawling, and the brawling is shared with harpies and the lizards. And on top of it, the building, the Explorer's Lodge, provides the education and the brawling. So by having the Explorer's Lodge, we'll be able to fulfill the demand for all three species. I do wonder if we will be ever able to have all four species simultaneously. And the roadmap for the game says that there are more species to come, so it's gonna be also interesting to find out. I mean, honestly, ever since I got this game, I cannot stop playing it. So chances are there's gonna be a few days maybe where I will be just uploading Against the Storm. I'm not sure. It will be fun. But yeah. Ranch. We need those damn planks. And of course, the idiot that I am, I have not decided to pick up a building which would be able to produce planks faster. So I think I'll go with the fabric, training gear, and yeah, because I'm an idiot. Rain collector would be great for beavers. Right now, seriously, my focus is all about the goddamn meeting of these demands and clearing out some of this building space. Trading post and selling goods in order to have 5 amber. Don't want to build it here because here is room for housing, but I don't have a choice, so screw it. We're gonna get a merchant soon, so chances are we might see something useful. 0 unemployed beavers, 1 unemployed lizard, and 2 unemployed does. Okay, if we would have the trapper's camp, best proficiency is with lizards. So let's employ the harpies right now at the clay mine because I'm an idiot. But nobody's highly proficient at mining, so it doesn't really matter. We can go to... I think I want to go 111. Stone and coal, planks, fiber, insects. Hard to tell, hard to tell. Lizards because of that range nonsense, beavers because of the production of planks, but beavers also because of wood. I think I'll go with this option right now. Now we have 6 beavers working on this. Harpies are quite actually fast at mining. Maybe it has to do something with the fact that how close the damn thing is. Unaffected, unaffected. Yeah, so we need to build another house. Rain collector would be great, but I'm afraid we'll have to go with crude workstation. The funniest thing is that there's actually a workshop, which is the upgraded version of crude station, where you are able to produce planks, fabric, and bricks with the reduced demand for resources. And I so far came across that building only as a sort of ruin in the dangerous glades. I so far was not offered for reputation point the blueprint, which pisses me off. Every 2 newly completed dangerous and forbidden glades events lower hostility. The people, let's go with the lowered hostility, and let's see what you have to offer for me right now. Now, they do have a blueprint for either plantation or for cookhouse. Cookhouse, which would produce skewers, biscuits, and pigments. And we do have pack of provisions, but what I want to focus on is just gaining those 5 ambers. I will have to offset this by giving them... There we go. That's First thing completed. Reputation point given to us. I want to hold on to this because we are not sure if we're gonna get the lizard house blueprint again in the rotation, and same goes for Harpy Home. So I think I'll have to go with the ancient tablet, but even that's kind of iffy. Let's see, what's the blueprint? I hate this. So smelter can produce copper bars, crystallized dew, and biscuits. Rain mill can produce flour, scroll, and pack of buildings. Water skins, fabric, pack of luxury goods. And this is where we get hygiene. Hygiene is only demanded by harpies. Unfortunately, when it comes to meeting the requirements, nobody shares anything except of the education. Then it's all different thing. It's leisure, it's religion, it's hygiene. So not the best option. Here we are able to produce copper bar, and we are able to produce crystallized dew, but we require herbs or veggies or resin and clay and the spark dew, and spark dew is ring catcher, and flour would need to be required. And so far I have not come across copper deposits. Flour, of course, out of roots. Roots we have, so that would be possible. Building stuff and scrolls for the educational purposes. So education is for that one building. I think I'll go with the rain mill right now. Not really thrilled, but it is what it is. I would really kill for like herbalist camp or some other BS, but what can I do? I'm not in control of these things right now. That'd be great if I can sell a bunch of crap and get just amber. But I need the plant fiber to keep making fabric, and I think I'll sell the resin because it's like 375. I hate the fact that I cannot sell wood because I'm quite sure I would have a lot of it. I'll be able to get meat if I'll be able to make that camp. Let's hold on to this then. Eggs, because we have so many. So roots are gathered. I really want to employ beavers here. Doesn't really matter what's the blueprint. We have the necessary resources for everything, but everything will cost us a lot of resources, unfortunately. And I will be forced to pick. I think I'll have to go with the ancient tablet. So we will have to raid one of the dangerous glades. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work out. Or we need to get the reputation in order to win. So the orders are helping because they keep getting us closer and closer to victory, and also they reduce the Queen's impatience. But I did also pick up the one upgrade in the capital, which actually slows down the speed or pace, if you would prefer, at which Queen's impatience grows. I think I'll move you guys over here, if you will allow me, and I will give you all these trees to clear out in order to get to that blade. And I will move this woodcutter lodge, and you guys chop down these trees so that we get to these glades somehow eventually. Maybe after we're done with this glade, I might not work towards this one, but I will move the woodcutter here so that this whole line of trees will be chopped down by these two lumber camps, or lumber mills, or whatever you want to call them. 2 and 1 unemployed, so that's our builder. Housing, everyone has houses right now, so that's great. Roots need to be cleared out. You guys keep working on this. And I don't intentionally make more crude workstations because of how inefficient they are. And later, if we will be able to make like the weaver, which is far more efficient at producing fabrics, I'm gonna, of course, going to switch to that. Rain collector would be nice just because it keeps producing that spark dew nonsense, but for that we require more beavers. So once this day is done and the night time will arrive, I'm gonna have to switch again. We don't have really that much population here. I'll have to put the beaver here. He has the blue glow, so that's slight increase because it's specializing bonus in engineering and so on and such. So that's beavers, what they do. Lizards, they require meat, so that branch thingy would be awesome, but for that we require more planks. Theoretically, I can get all pissy and just prioritize plank production so that these two guys will actually focus on making those instead of making bricks. And here we have room for small farms, so theoretically grains can be done here, but also berries can be obtained in here. And here we have clay and fiber deposits. We do have the harvester camp, and can I move this? If I would clear out these trees, we would be able to tap into these deposits simultaneously. Okay, so this woodcutter lodge will have to be moved like so. It will not actually demolish the fertile soil. So that's great news at least, and this way we can work towards these glades and then clear out this whole shebang. So after this night is done, we're gonna get newcomers to show up. And so far, nobody seems to be affected by having their resolve going down. 3 and 1. 1 and 2. I think I want to go with the beaver. Just because I can then employ him here or do this. These two are working. But I need a blueprint. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 completed glade events. 1 villager every time you... you know what? This ancient tablet, because it would resolve one of the orders, and that would give us the reputation, which would give us another blueprint, and hopefully that blueprint is gonna be small farm, so that we can make flour for either pies or the biscuits. Ring mill. Yeah, but without the production of flour, it's kind of pointless. Weaver. Weaver would be nice. We would be able to have better production of fabric. How many unemployed? 4. Okay. There's quite a lot of this, so let's tap into the flax. We do have quite a lot of harpies, so we might actually benefit from it. Don't have, unfortunately, another beaver to spare. And you will have to be moved in here. These routes are still not cleared out. Fun stuff. Clearing out all these trees would be nice, but I think if I would clear out this room, it would just unlock so much building potential. So I think that's what I'll do for now. And I'll mark this to be cleared in order to get to that other glade. Okay. Let's see. 3 or 3, that can be done with 1 building specifically. Or this one. I think I'll go with this just because we're gonna have food and we're gonna have other stuff to work with. Let's take a look here. I don't want to do resolve that's too bad. I think I'll have to go with the clothing. But of course, for that, we will require more than just the weaver. We will require the actual shop where the clothes are made. And the makeshift post is able to solve the pack of building material and pack of crops simultaneously. We have a new merchant in the house, and thankfully this sucker is actually willing to take wood from me, so I can just sell the living hell out of it. I can theoretically get planks and start building stuff that I need, but trapper camp is something which I do want. Also, forager camp would be interesting. Hold on. Game is paused. So trapper camp, yes. And for the berries and mushrooms, we need herbalist camp, right? Herbalist and the herbalist. So we will require the trapper camp so that we can employ lizards and get meat for production of jerky and the skewers. So I will need wood worth of 19 amber somehow. Crap, don't have enough. Question is also what he is gonna ask for. $22.50. Now we're able to get the trapper camp. Okay. And now, what else is there for me to potentially get my grubby hands on? We sold basically all the wood and the forager camp. I don't know if there's gonna be wild veggies and stuff like that, but I would love to get my hands on this. Don't get me wrong. If I could, I would, but I think 13 point... Okay, it's still not bringing us close. Mold supply, a grain production increase would be also great. The resolve for the villagers increase just for giving them housing is also a great thing. I'm trying to think here. Hold on. Plant fiber. Yeah, we're gonna be producing plant fiber. Plant fiber, resin. $7.50. Okay. Now the question is, grain production, again, additional. Unfortunately, we don't have humans, so the farming will not be as proficient as I would like it to be. Also, we have so far not unlocked the farm, so I'm not even guaranteed that it's gonna work. But funk it. We will require grain for milling so that we can do what we have to do. And you will be built over here so that you are gonna be able to give me that meat. Hopefully I do have lizards. I have population of 2. I'm gonna have to find those 2 suckers, and we're gonna have to flip the production here. Unfortunately, if I were to employ both of these lizards, the negative effect is that I will not have anyone left to do anything else. Hold on, you do have cloaks? No, we could have bought the cloaks, and by that we would have like additional thing resolved automatically. We do have the trapper's camp, so we'll be eventually able to move it from this location over here and potentially get both the eggs and the slick shell meat at the same time. So these two suckers, but now the problem is I have nobody who's unemployed, and therefore we have absolutely nobody to build additional buildings for me. But the trapper camp is immediately put to good use. I'll just need additional population. Crap. We have, however, people who don't have housing, so I'll need to unemploy this guy, and this is what we will do. We will move this house, and I will build a beaver housing with the planks, which will relocate the beavers. Give them additional resolve boost. They have already highest resolve as is. I'll need to build the decoration somewhere. Gate. And the bench. 2 barrels. Once this is done, we will have upgrade of the ancient heart going on for us. Seems like we have currently depleted all the clay deposits. We can do the sea marrow. I need to have, let's do this. Because the meat is food and I don't want to run out of food. Okay, so we have 2 lizards, 2 beavers, and 1 harpy. Or we have 2 harpies, 1 beaver, and 2 lizards. You can theoretically do... I think I'll go with this one. Because we will have possibility to build the goddamn ranch. And the ranch cannot be moved, so that's kind of an important thing to keep in mind. So let's build that sucker. And, well, theoretically, we can unemploy you two. Move this building here for now. Put 2 ladies to work here. Put 2 beavers to work here for the dew. Put 2 lizards to work here. And because we now have access to either reed or the plant fiber, we can do this. We can use the plant fiber and reed in order to make leather. And we can use reed or grain once we have access to it, or berries, to produce also the eggs. Now we will just require a cookhouse in order to, or forge, or whatever building in order to make the jerky and the skewers. But we seriously need to tap into these resources and make the most out of them and start fulfilling these things, otherwise we will see that resolve go down. That's the worst thing which could happen to us. 9 beavers. Unfortunately, these upgraded houses only are able to accommodate 2 instead of 3. But if we would come across the Queen's bonus, where we would be able to house more people inside, constant flow of good keeps your village distracted, boosts global resolve by 3 for 60 seconds every time you finish trade route. Relative to your villagers, send gifts to treating their family members, get 40 water skins for every full reputation point obtained through high resolve. Now let's go with this. Even though I'm not gonna probably do anything with resolve as I can see right now. So we're boosting the effect here. So This should change. All of our beavers should be therefore housed in these things. I'm gonna have to clear out these trees. Like I said, that's the plan. Let's move you over so. Unfortunately, this will now affect even the other lodge or lumber camp, so I want to focus on getting the other glades unlocked first. Copper and the mushrooms. Nice. Currently our stone is being extracted, or the marrow is being extracted. Marrow can be actually a good commodity for trading. Glades, 4 glades, or have at least 2 hubs. I'll go with the 4 glades because just now we are getting to 2 glades, or 1. Yeah, not that many. 1 free worker. If I would put in a beaver, he would be more proficient. No? No. Not more proficient. Okay, never mind. We have a merchant here. So what does the merchant offer us? We can surprisingly give him provisions, which we are getting thanks to the newcomers. So far, we did not come across any stashes of provisions or goods, so that sucks. We do have planks, we do have bricks, we do have fabric. We unfortunately do not have access to barrel production. Nothing goes 2 ways. Gain 2 bricks for every 10 pottery produced. I don't really see the point in any of these suckers. Theoretically sell you this, get the money so that we have at least some amber. But that's about it with this guy. We'll definitely need to commission or fulfill some of these orders in order to gain more reputation points, in order to lower the impatience and get additional blueprints. And because we will have those embers, theoretically, if we get really shitty blueprints, I will be able to re-roll and maybe get something a little bit more useful. I would seriously love to tap into this grain. Okay, so storm. Again, we see this can be really bad because the resolve in both lizards and harpies goes severely bad. We can lose them, which would really upset me. That would really piss me off. Eggs are low. Leather and meat. I really need something to be making these final products which can be actually used. So far all I see is like the in-betweeners. Makeshift pose would be probably something which I should start with. Simplest thing to do by far. All fuel, shady but lucrative deal again every time villager dies or leaves, just because, yep, a harpy dies, maybe it will work out. I think I'll spread it out like this. Just to be on the safe side. I will need something in order to make provisions. We can go with eggs or whatever in order to make this. I can, for example, use the copper which I'm gathering from chopping down trees in order to do this. And we can focus on making pack of crops and pack of building materials. So one and these two are now priority. Move you like so. And glade. This one is glading away, which means moving you here, clearing out all these suckers for now. No potential for you lovely ladies to work on something, which is not good. So, Weaver. Let's get it done so that we are actually producing fabric out of less resources. We get in 5 minutes. Yeah, this is kind of starting to get to me. Yeah, you see the blue glow. And we also have the stone and the planks in order to make the training gear. And we don't have anything. Like flour can be used in order to make a pack of trade goods. We do have a crap ton of leather, so let's make the fabric out of that. We're producing the leather from here anyhow. This is like the closest thing which we can get to in here. So this is what I want to focus my attention towards. Fudge, we don't have stuff for here. Ran out of those roots at the start, and now we don't have anything else. And because I don't have the herbalist camp, I cannot tap into these mushrooms, and those mushrooms can actually be used here, which is pissing me off, or farm in order to tap into this. We need more blueprints. We have a crap ton of packs of provisions, and we are also low on food somehow. So having the merchant show up in a certain amount of time will be beneficial. But I don't need to speed it up because in 2 minutes we literally are gonna get what we need. So screw that noise. Come on, work for me. I really hate the fact that I cannot build anything right now that would allow me to tap into these resources. I mean, theoretically we can employ 2 harpies, move this over here, speed up the process at which we are at least gathering these eggs. But I seriously need to do something with this resolve because that's no joke. We can lose population here. Ah, crap, this is gonna kill me. Training gear 40 or clan hall. Don't have access to this blueprint, and for religion we need another blueprint. So this order is seriously gonna affect me in a negative way. And I will need to choose something in order for me to be able to progress elsewhere. I need to clear out these glades, goddammit. See what's inside, see if some roots or something will pop up. Bean's impatience is growing, that's making me upset. And because I cannot provide these additional things, that's also negatively affecting us. We don't have the goddamn bricks. Are you kidding me? If we would clear out these trees, I can relocate the beaver's home. But technically I can do it anyhow. Put down the blueprint for the hall. And we're still missing stuff like scrolls and such. but it definitely fulfills the demands and it would help increase the resolve. I think I'll have to go... Let's go lizards and this. Strange roots spread across the land. Wood production is increased by 1 by harvesting, planting, and planting are slower. A set of specialized tools made to extract artifacts gain 2 artifacts, citadel resource, for every 2 completed dangerous and forbidden glade events. Yeah, I want to go with the extract tools nonsense. Okay, so now I'm gonna be forced to... Oh, bakery would be really lovely if I would have access to roots and shindig. We don't even have meat in order to produce this, and pottery. We would be able to make pottery at least. Harvesting crops 25% faster. Nice. We have 60 of these, and I want to grab this to boost the resolve of my population, at least temporarily. Because pickled goods are shared amongst lizards and beavers, and the jerky's shared amongst harpies and lizards. $25. We need only 3. And I can get 30, 60. Trade. Now theoretically I can consider the bakery, or I can hold on to the money. Any farmer can carry additional stuff. Yeah, the problem is right now we're not really harvesting anything because I don't have the freaking blueprints, so that sucks. I can theoretically sell clay, and the benefit is that I still see clay deposits around, so I will be able to make a little bit more money. We have 30 now. If I go with the bakery, I would still need to somehow establish production of grain, which I don't have. So having the mill and such, completely pointless. And I'm not able to gather herbs or mushrooms because I don't have the herbalist camp or berries, which is just pissing me off. Sea marrow can be usually sold. $34. We're not making pottery as is. For that, I require something. Brickyards, right? Bricks, pottery, and crystallized dew. Well, maybe I should have done this building then. Would be beneficial. 8 plank, but I do have planks, so what the hell? Do I need more planks? Okay, this should resolve our pickle. We should be able to make bricks. Therefore, I will shut down production of bricks here. 6 clay into here. We reduce it by half, and also we can produce. Nobody's more proficient, huh? here we can use resin because we have resin, and we can use clay and the spark dew which we have in order to make crystallized dew, which is another commodity that is highly sought after. I seriously need to clear this shit out so that I can get pack of crops. Pack of crops needs to have priority, but I don't have the unfortunate access to stuff that I need. I seriously need the herbalist camp. This is just so freaking stupid. If I don't get another blueprint or more reputation, I can literally lose this game. I think I'll have to gamble and cut into even a dangerous glade, even if I want or not. You know what? Screw this. Cut into the dangerous one. Don't have a choice. We have to risk it. Best case scenario, I come across additional resources. Worst case scenario, it will not end up well, which would really piss me off. Really piss me off. Shit. Clan hall. Wait, do I have the blueprint for that? No, I have the Explorer's Lodge, which is coincidentally still not finished. Shit. Ah, man, what the funk am I gonna do here? Because that means that my focus would have to be on actually obtaining this and making sure that we have the training gear, which currently we actually do. So the only thing which can totally screw me over is not gaining access to the clan hall. And the next thing, trade goods and pack of building materials. Fuck it, let's go for it. Next one. Okay, this is gonna suck. We don't get enough clothing. We do have the leather, but this one I don't see it happening. I think I'll have to go with clothing and leather. Leather we have, so the only thing which I need is like the clothes shop or some weaver or some BS where we would be able to actually start producing clothes. Do we have... No, we don't have unemployed beavers. Free workers 2, free workers 3. Housing, unaffected, we need more housing. So, beavers are gonna be housed like so. Do we have... No, we have a human house. Shit. I need to get that unlocked for the lizard home. Building 2 houses will solve probably issue with population struggle. This building is for herbs or some other nonsense, not the herbs, but for like the fibrous plants. So that's not gonna help me out right now. We have depleted the deposits of stone. Don't seem to have access to reed or plant fiber, which is affecting us here. Don't have access to any 4 in order to produce X, and yep, that sucks. I'm gonna have to get a merchant in who will have stuff that will allow me to hopefully either get a blueprint through trade or some miracle, because the Queen's patience is otherwise gonna cause me to lose. Okay, so 14 tools in order for us to get fabric, clothes, stone production, wine, but it requires 14 tools. I have 16. But yeah, okay, we're gonna go with the reputation. Screw it. This thing requires resin, which we do have, fortunately, and it has the ancient tablet. So we will have to salvage the shit out of this one in order to get more of the reputation. But Fisherman has fire and will do anything in their power to extinguish every last flame in the world. Block the ability to sacrifice goods in heart. So heavy clouds gathering around sacrificial totem. Okay, so we are doing multiple things simultaneously. Here we have large this thing. Okay, please don't disappoint me and have small farm. Thank you for that. Awesome. So that's first thing, which is gonna help me out quite a lot. I think I will have to invest into berries as well. I'll need to sell this shindig in order to... what the hell did I need? If I get flour, that might do something. I think I'll need berries for now. Fabric we should have access to, so screw that noise. Maybe herbs. We do have wood. So I'm gonna try to trade as much stuff as I can. We do have leather, we do have amber. Or resin, sorry. 13 point blah blah blah. What else? Mushrooms. 13.20. It's trade done. So I see myself doing at least some of these things. Unfortunately, he has no access to clothes. Clay production would be great. We need... okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Clay production, hold on. We don't have currently an open clay deposit, which sucks. Of course, how convenient. If I put in a harpy, we will fulfill demand for only the brawling. So that's the training gear which we do have. Not helping myself here. Trying to see where the hell to put this in order to maximize the yield here. Pottery, this. I hate the fact that I should have probably this crystallized dew BS. And I cannot sell the spark dew or data dew or whatever dew. Mountain dew. 4 point something. We cannot produce booze right now, so it's pointless. But okay, if we do this and we get the stuff, one benefit is that the ancient tablets are gonna be done, so we will be hopefully able to reduce the queen's beachiness, or whatever you want to call it. And there's even a small deposit with 2 food stockpiles, a half of reputation and 10 amber. We have not enough tools, however. I would need to buy those tools in order to crack this sucker up. Okay. So this was actually a good merchant, despite the fact that it seems like we haven't really done anything but get closer and closer to our defeat. Trust me, I see it. I'm well aware of it. But if we get the ancient tablets, that's one done. If we get the additional Queen's Grace, that's another blueprint which we might be lucky enough to get. Can move then this over here to get even more plant fiber. I seriously need the fucking herbalist camp like there's no tomorrow. No joke. No joke. You know what, screw it. We will be cutting in here. You need to move up here to this massive deposit of meat. Okay, give me something good and don't piss me off. Artisan. We can theoretically make coats, and we can make barrels. And we will be also able to make pigment. Can produce, we can make basic tools. We can make ale. And we can make scrolls for education. But that requires pigment, and we cannot... Fuck it, let's go with the artisan. And fabric. Please keep making this. High priority here. Don't want to use crystallized yew in order to make this. That's for damn sure. Okay, because coats or clothing. I need to go and deliver this in order to reduce her bitchiness. 16 harpies or 30 paved road. Let's see. Paved road costs me stone. Stone. Shish kebab. I don't have stone. We are fresh out of stone. Fuck yeah, herbalist camp. Finally, for the love of freaking God. Right? That's the goddamn building which I need. Herbalist camp. We'll be able to make like 2 of these. I'll be absolutely ecstatic. Look at how many goddamn mushrooms there are just in here. So what is the order? 16 harpies. How many do we have? 17. Let's go with that one because we can immediately fulfill it and reduce the queen's bitchiness even more. And 15 simple to, yeah, we'll go with the building material and the crop BS. Put the second harpy in here in order to speed up the production of the blah blah blah, and small farm. No, I need the herbalist. Trying to make it so that we get the most out of these deposits if possible. Fortunately, no stone to be gathered, but that's okay. You guys really need to clear this hellhole. Theoretically, I can move you guys like so. And give you all this to be cleared out. Because we need 2 more glades to be accessible. Training grounds. Lizard resolve. Do have lizards. We are producing the training gear. We can... I don't want to be using coal. Barrels. Don't have these, so we will be able to switch to berries in order to make pigment. And the clothes are gonna be the best thing. There we go. Okay, we're starting to make progress. Clan hall. Is that the freaking thing which I need? Clan hall. So I am sorry, but I have to choose this sucker. And the clan hall will be annoying as hell, of course. I need to build that additional decoration. Somehow I'm out of wood. How the hell am I out of wood? How is that even possible? They literally have 2 lumber mills, right? With beavers in them. And we're only... shit, that's why. Because we're using the wood to make planks as high priority. Because we don't have a better workshop. Because I did not pick a lumber or a seesaw or whatever is the building called. So that's the secret why. Unaffected 1. 7. Wait, do I have literally 4 harpies without home? How the hell did that happen? When did that happen? Move you and no. Okay, so I am building 2 of these thingies in here, which means build this thing here, and we need 4 of the better ones over moi. That's 3 and 1 more. Or theoretically make a lamp like so. It's gonna upgrade this into neighborhood status. It's gonna boost our happiness. God, I hope I now have the parts to do all this BS. Once again, low on food makes me so ecstatic. Hopefully all these mushrooms are gonna be able to fix that, or these berries or whatever I'm trying to get to construct. And make 1 more harpy. So you guys are mushrooming. Priority. And... okay, if I would be able to... let's put in lizards, because... if I put in lizards, then here I'll be able to put the harpies and they will be able to gather those mushrooms at faster rate. And that's what we need. We need to build up our food supplies. Okay, this shit show is dew, copper, and fungal things. So we would increase the production of mushrooms. Or we would get the reputation. And 10 amber. Unfortunately, I don't have any workers. Sucks. So let's stop this. We have Flaxfield mushrooms. We have another one of these large suckers for meat. Medium abandoned cache. Nice. Clay and BS. And it will require 10 simple tools. We have 6, so I can go suck it. I'll be able to only crack open this sucker. Okay. I wanna do this to clear it out. Fortunately, because I don't have free workers, I will need to liberate 1 harpy from there so that we have someone to run the construction jobs. And then we will have to accommodate someone to raid this stash. And I will need to produce the building nonsense. How the fuck am I not able to use this shindig? You gotta be shish kebabbing me. Should be able to build up the what's it called? Backup buildings we have, and I don't understand how the hell is it possible that I don't have access to these things. Hold on, we now have access to grain, so this needs to be priority. We do have backup provisions. That's what I keep usually selling to the merchants as is. Working towards the glades still. Some buildings which are not being utilized because we don't have the added population. Backup buildings. Leather clothing is still behind. I would need more harpies and such. But they are working the herbalist and berry shops. So hopefully we'll be able to resolve this food nonsense. Ancient tablets we have. I really hope that we're gonna get a decent merchant, so I can purchase jerky or skewers or whatever. I would also love to employ more people in here in order to fulfill the education or whatnot. Order complete. A queen's whatever is reduced. Druid's hut is awesome. Cellar is great too because it creates pickled goods and jerky. Berries and pottery for wine, which is for beavers, but they will of course require the building where this can be turned into. Berries and pottery, or meat and wood into jerky. Or I can re-roll this sucker. Incense would be for religious purpose, but I'm not trying to focus on that. Clothier, we're already producing clothes. Don't have oil, don't have meat for some dumbass reason. I think I'll go with the cellar. So this has been cleared out. Investigate, use up those things. You know, I would think that we would actually be able to build up a proper reserve of mushrooms, all things considered, and yet it seems no. Herbalist camp. Number, I don't even know which one. Parts, yes, because that allows me to build just more stuff. Okay, so we can give you this for the coats. Holy shit, we can get all of these. I can also get scrolls for the education for that one building. Druid's hut, I think I just got that, or I picked up something else. Clearance duration. A book, renowned stonewalker, lowers hostility by 50 points. Go for it. We have the artifacts, which is great because that means if I will be able to succeed here, I'll be able to get some decent stuff in return. We can get the pigments. I can get more of these scrolls. Yeah, let's get a few more. food I don't really need. Pottery. But it would be nice. We're gonna require packs of building material as is, so not really willing to part ways with that. Copper? Copper. Okay. Trying to think here. I can just sell these. They won't be stored or anything, and we have fulfilled the necessary order with the tablets as is. I can just grab money. A cookhouse for skewers, biscuits, and pigments. A smokehouse for jerky, pottery, and incense. Oil, flour, pack of luxury goods, jerky, pottery, planks, skewers. It would require a lot of different things. And here we would require flour or berries or herbs and incense. Smokehouse is great for lizards, I think. I'm not sure, maybe I'm full of BS. It's hard to tell these days. Do we want Druid's Hut? Let's go with this clearance thing. I'm not sure what does it do, but screw it. Pack of trade goods. We don't have those. Pack of building, pack of crops. It's gonna be fun. It's kind of weird that I did not come across more of the farmable land. Seems like here we have discovered a nice chunk. Housing. Unaffected 3. I think I'll need to build some additional houses. Are we still missing a piece of decoration? Are you kidding me? Okay. So with this one, it should be in the level of neighborhood. 2 harpies in order to gather berries and such. And I think, yeah, you're gathering that, so that's okay. We have still 11 parts, so theoretically speaking. Wait, don't I have the scavenger hut somewhere? This is the scavenger hut. Yeah, by the eggs. Let's put it by the roots. In worst case scenario, we can put down another lumber yard or lumber camp or rain mill to produce flour, which would mean how the hell is it possible I don't have grain when I clearly should have it? Am I using grain for... Yeah, that's why. We're trying to make a pack of crops. And we will need the trade goods and the pottery and the water skins are gonna be used, and we can maybe use barrels or something else. In order to compensate, here we can do the crystallized view because I don't have stone. But theoretically, I can get stone. Shit, I cannot. Okay. Well, then I can still get more of the water skins because those are gonna be used for that trade, whatever, gizmo. 6 28 and gain 1 insect every time woodcutters cut down 2 trees. Yes. And the cellar would be nice if I would be able to squeeze it somewhere. Boy, we get the education and the brawling. If the brawling would be fulfilled, that would go for both lizards and the harpies, which would actually be awesome. We're a long way from achieving reputation victory, and Queen's impatience is also quite up there. We gotta be careful. And if I would be able to make another one of these suckers, because I still think we have some free harpies. Our result for beavers is gonna go up, and we have free workers as beavers, and 3 of them to be exact, which tells me it's perfect opportunity for a wood camp. What can I tell you? I'm a sucker for punishments. Let those beavers work. Simple tools. Hold on. Blacks and okay. Don't have simple tools, so we cannot crack open this cache. But another order is done, and we are closer to another blueprint and closer to our victory. I need now leather. That sucks. We prioritize this. That'd be awesome. Should be gathering the plant fiber as is. Decent numbers. Let the beavers work. And cut your way into another glade, I guess. Okay, a kiln can produce us... Yeah, guild halls will provide us with, unfortunately, only the leisure, and that's best for beavers and for humans, but you require ale or wine in order to meet those demands. So with what we currently do have as the options, simple tools would require crystallized yew and wood. That's quite nice. Ale would be it might be actually possible. One of these 2 buildings is actually a decent option. But we don't have really... I think I'll go with the scribe. Don't have lizards? Seriously? Clay cannot be compensated. How the fudge do I not have any free lizards? When the hell did that happen? Where the hell do I have them employed, you know? There's 2 over here, but that's about it. Where are these damn lizards? I have only 7 of them. Maybe that's the problem. We don't have clay and I don't have stone. Unless I come across either one, I don't see myself changing things. And putting them into the smokehouse is just, no. That's not good. Why can't I get more of the goddamn lizards, huh? Okay, we're getting close here. Just might be able to pull this thing off. Just might. Building that road to speed up the delivery. So that it looks like I at least care slightly. The second field for a farm would be awesome. But as it currently stands, I'm not really even able to do some of the stuff which I would need to do. Okay, we can turn off the priority on this. Probably we can turn on the priority on meat because we are low on meat and we need meat in order to make jerky. I need lizards. I need clay. I need harpies. Or I need beavers. What? You guys ran out of trees? What the hell? That's funny. Well then, go here and clear out this. Pack of building materials. Use whatever we can in order to pack those up. Pack of trade goods. Lizards is what we need, right? I think. God, I hope I did not just screw up somehow. Yeah, for the smokehouse. For the smokehouse. Beavers are chopping it down. Getting to that next glade. How's our housing? Unaffected 2. I think we need more houses. So let's build this up. Don't have stone or clay. Sucks. Produce quicker. Yes. Okay, we have marrow. Broccoli patch, stormbirds, fertile soil, a medium abandoned, leather worker, and fallen beaver trader. I'll just put 2 beavers to that. Bricks and fabric in order to make, yeah, oil is problem. I'll just salvage this. And I would need actual tools. But we can now move in here and get the seam arrow. Unfortunately, I don't think I have left anyone who is now currently not employed, which might have a negative effect because the houses will simply not be finished. But thankfully, once these things are done, we might be able to move on. Copper production, crystallized U production, we can buff that because we're actually making that stuff. And I can purchase these suckers. Pack of provisions. Pack of trade goods. No, so these provisions can just fly off. And spark U can be also sold theoretically. I need 30 of these suckers. And I'm trying to think... because there's quite a lot of caches of resources which I want to get. Yeah, I will have to reuse this, or I can just pay, since I have the money anyhow. Why would I just simply sit on it like a total dum-dum, right? And builders construct buildings faster. It's kind of pointless now at the end. We are getting to the end, trust me. But we don't have anyone who is unemployed, which is a problem. I need to unemploy someone. Maybe 2 beavers. So that at least the construction is working. We get those houses resolved. And we can theoretically tap into these caches. We get more reputation, more money. There's some clay in here if we would want to make some bricks and shit. Move you like so that you can tap into all the mushrooms. This one is still gathering the berries somehow. This one is gathering berries and mushrooms somehow. This one is gonna be broken down somehow. Maybe one of these days. This one is producing that meat. Okay. Reputation. We're getting closer here. Clan hall. The clan hall is still not constructed because we are missing bricks. Because we don't have clay or stone. So I should have probably looked at the merchant to see if they can actually spare some. Still have these skins, so the trade goods should be able to be made. Training gear. We don't have the training gear now. And where the hell do we make the training gear? We make it... Settlement complete. We were able to achieve our goals. So awesome. Prosperity. Back to world map. So I'm guessing if we would just continue, it would allow me to just simply keep on grinding through that settlement and see what can be done. But now we have lots of things. So deeds. Okay, awesome. And upgrades. We obviously would be able to purchase this to gain permanent 2% burning duration. You have one additional option to choose from when picking cornerstones at the beginning of each year. So instead of 2, we get like 3? Is that it? A little confused on that, but okay. Choose before starting new settlement, have 20% more resources. You gain 1 permanent boost, chance of obtaining bonus production yield. You gain plus embarkation point to spend on resources. So instead of 3, we would have 4. We don't have enough for this. We're gonna have to uncover Lizard House. Okay, hold on. If we were to go and take away... God, I have to do the math with calculator. I'm too tired. It's too late. Give me a break. 65 minus 36. 29 food provisions would be left. I just think there are better bonuses which we can get. 36. I think this embarkation boost is 65 minus 24. 41 is gonna be left. And I think I'll just unlock this one so that we have like the bottom unlocked. Unfortunately, all of these will require the addition of the gems, so that's a tricky one. That is tricky. So I have gone with this one because it allows me to do whatever. So level 7 for our city, and we won't be able to make another settlement. So 4 were able to be done in this cycle alone. So let's end the current cycle. The blight storm is coming. Your settlements have been abandoned and people are returning to the citadel. We have gathered 174, spent 234, 33 machinery, and unlocked content, and the cycle. I seriously do wonder if we will have wider range available. Or wider space. No, it's just still this. The fun thing is though that we kind of don't have any of these specialized question marks in here, so that sucks. I just don't know how I would make it towards these question marks. Like I would probably have to make a settlement here and a settlement down here so that I can maybe push out in this general direction or something. But it seems like we have received more food and artifacts and such, so we can buy even more upgrades. So what do I want? Unfortunately, we don't have the artifacts. Every villager settlement gets permanent 2 increase to their walking speed. You can see more of the world map at the beginning of a cycle, and you can venture 1 field further. Okay. Embarkation bonus, choose before starting a new settlement, have 20% more resources. I think these two are quite nice. I really don't think at this point the value in the lizard home is there. Gain permanent -2, yeah. I think I'll go with these two. Because reducing the speed at which Queen is getting upset and everything, definitely tempting. We were able to pick up quite a lot of machinery. Artifacts are gonna be the pickle, but yeah. So, wow, quite a long run. But definitely we're able to expand a little bit faster. There are some modifiers. You heard that Vanguard of the Stolen Keys is planning to embark here in 7 years. Brass order, so there are some other orders. Wow. Okay, this one is actually just 5 years alone. So interesting stuff keeps happening. It seems like there's these other orders or something. And so obviously maybe having them next to us would be something that I would be unhappy with. But anyhow, in order for me to find out, or for you to find out when the next episode will happen and what will happen to our settlement and our kingdom and how we'll all progress, you better make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, as this way you will be up to date, and probably I will be uploading a lot of this content because I'm really enjoying the game. And other than that, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you all for watching, stay safe out there in the meantime, and bye-bye for now.